Let's see. Ah. Maybe. Oh, nice and fresh too. There we are. Looks like about the right consistency. Oh, hello, traveller. Welcome, please, please come in. Close the door after you. Don't let that bitter winter cold in here. Welcome. It's lovely to see you. I'm sorry, I was a bit taken aback. I wasn't really expecting to have any more visitors today. Not with that very fierce winter storm out there. Well, it's all right now. You're safe in the haven of Birch Hollow. Now, how can I help you? Oh, something tells me perhaps Birch Hollow was not supposed to be your destination. Where were you trying to get to in this terrible storm, if you don't mind me asking? Really? Well, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I'm afraid you're terribly lost. That's clear on the other side of the mountain, my dear. But no matter. You're here now, and I won't hear a word about you going back out there in that blizzard. It's far too dangerous, and if you're this lost already, who knows what would happen if you went back out there. But it's all right. Everything is going to be okay. Here at Birch Hollow, everything is warm, cozy, and safe. You can stay here throughout the night until the blizzard is done, and in the morning, in the light, after the storm has cleared, we'll find a guide to get you where you need to go, all right? But for now, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you just rested here in the safety of Birch Hollow, all right? Now, while you're here, would you mind if I offered you a treatment? Oh, I'm so sorry. Of course, if you weren't trying to get here, maybe you don't know where here is. Well, you have found yourself at a cozy little mountainside spa, tucked into a hollow of birches, of course. I'm here to protect travelers, especially during the winter, to take care of them during a long frost. And I'm specially trained in preserving warmth and glow and calm when the world is sleeping. You see, here we offer all kinds of different rejuvenating treatments for the skin, but also for the soul. You see, in the winter, your skin doesn't need anything intense. What it asks for is gentle nourishment from the cold, protection from the biting winds. So my treatments are generally a gentle awakening, not any sort of harsh renewal treatments, just something to help your skin relax and rest, just like you need relaxation and rest, especially during the winter months. So if you would like, I would be happy to take a look at your skin a bit, and also your energy while we're at it, and hopefully get some nice restorative treatment for you. How does that sound? Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I am sorry that you got so terribly lost, but hopefully this will be a lovely, enjoyable evening for you instead. Maybe the fates knew that you needed a bit of rest here. Alright, well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to start out by just getting a nice close look at your face, alright? At your skin, anything that it might need. Okay, I'm going to start with this. This is my Snowbloom wand. grown with winter flowers that open only in the quiet months. So they're very good at listening to things that are quiet. It helps me see how your skin and your energy are resting and where they might need a bit of help resting before we begin, alright? Okay, now you don't have to do anything for this part, just try to relax, keep a nice, relaxed, neutral expression on your face, okay? Just going to bring this in nice and close and see what we have to work with here. Yes, you've definitely been out in the cold for a while, haven't you? Your skin does look as though it's a bit frosted. Not frostbite, not anything that intense, of course, but definitely dry. It could use a bit of care, a bit of gentle nourishing. Okay, just going to bring this sort of around here. Good. You know, oftentimes when our skin gets very dry in the winter, it also loses a bit of its brightness as well. It gets a bit dull, a bit tired. So we'll add some nourishing ingredients today to help soothe and find that balance again. Okay, interesting. Right. Yes, it definitely looks like not just your skin, but perhaps your soul is a bit tired these days too. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, there are some people who don't particularly like the winter. I can understand why. The cold, and especially on nights like this with this blizzard, they can be quite intense. But winter is an invitation from nature to find some moments of rest. Winter is nature's reminder that we don't always have seasons of growth. We have seasons of new life and growth and harvest, and then we rest and reset. Unfortunately, often in our world, we don't exactly get to take off a whole season to rest, do we? We have to fight for little pockets of time, pockets of peace in the midst of a crazy world. If we all just took a bit more time to rest in winter, maybe more people would like winter. But regardless of what your schedule or your responsibilities might be here, no one needs anything from you. No one wants anything from you except for you to get some nice, restful relaxation. Okay. Alright. Got a pretty good idea. Yes, I think we'll start out with just a nice, gentle cleanser. Maybe just the hint of an exfoliator, but more really just like a polish. It's very, very gentle, especially made for the winter months. Then we'll move into perhaps a nice hydrating treatment. Yes, a nice cream, almost like a mask, but let it soak in nicely. And then perhaps a bit of an elixir at the end. I think that'll be good. Okay, wonderful. Alright, darling, let me just grab our first cleanser, okay? And then we'll get started. Let's see, where did you go to? Ah, there you are. You're over there. Here we are. This is one of my favourite gentle cleansers to use in the winter time. See, it doesn't look like much when it's just still and resting like this, but if you give it a bit of a shake, it turns into something quite lovely. This is called my Moon Milk Cleanser. You can see it's got beautiful swirls of iridescent moonlight there. You see, it's collected from enchanted snowfall at night. and warmed just enough to comfort the skin, so it won't be freezing like the snow and the blizzard out there, I promise. It'll still feel a bit cool to the touch, but not anything harsh. As I said, all of my treatments here during the winter are very, very gentle. So, we use a bit of this to cleanse the skin first. And I think to apply this, I'm going to use a very special tool too. This little puffball. It's my birch bark cloud brush. Soft as mist and very gentle on tired skin. So I'll use this and just very, very gently cleanse the skin, alright? Okay. There we go. Just put a little bit on there. Don't need much. There. That should do it. Now I'm just going to come in very gently. Very gentle, right? Soft and subtle. On the cleanser, it's nice and soothing too. Cool and refreshing, but not too cold and not too harsh. Just enough to give us a nice blank canvas to work with, so that you can really get all of the benefits of some hydrating, nourishing, gentle treatments today. Here we go. Excellent. Alright. Just get down the nose here. Make sure we get to know the little crevices of the face. Good. Well, you're already looking a bit more refreshed. That's an excellent start. Now, what do you say we do a lovely little polish for the skin too? Okay. Alright. Let's see, where did that show up? Yes. You're just what we needed. Alright, now as our polish, a very, very, very gentle exfoliator. I promise it will be very gentle. I'm going to start out with this. This little bottle is full of sugar frost. It's the gentlest and sweetest type of frost that there is. I'm going to make you my pine sugar polish. It's, as I said, very gentle and restorative. Will help to get rid of some of the wear and tear from the previous seasons, from the last year, but still be very, very gentle. It won't take away the protection of your skin from the cold, I promise. I'll start with a little bit of this. Just a bit of sugar frost. There we go. Then we'll need some distilled pine as well. Good, still nice and fresh. Here we are. See that beautiful swirling? This is derived from a beautiful pine. It's actually one of my favourite trees in the home forest that gave me Don't worry, everything is freely given. Never taken. Here we are. So we'll just mix that with the sugar frost. Give us a very gentle texture there. Good. That nice loaded in the brush there. Alright, now I'm just going to very gently apply this to the skin, okay? Alright. This brush is a little bit firm, not too firm, not anything that will be too abrasive, but it does help to massage the polish in to make sure that it does its job, but not too well. Just a little bit. Good. Does that feel alright? Good, good. If it's too harsh, please do let me know. But this one should be nice and gentle. Won't get too close to the eyes with this one either. Just the parts of the face that could use a bit of a buff. There, good, 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 good. Just enough for a gentle, gentle treatment. Nothing too much. Alright. Got this soft woven cloth that I'll use to wipe it off, okay? Alright. Good. As I said, very gentle. Excellent. Just make sure I've got all of that. Good. Here. Well, you're already looking quite a bit fresher. And now your skin is perfectly prepared to receive some wonderful, gentle hydration. Okay? Good, 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 good. How are you feeling so far? Wonderful. Glad to hear it. Alright, let's see. I think before I start making your treatment, I'm going to need one other tool, alright? Just to assess the exact nourishment that your skin needs. There we are. This is my frost quartz pendulum. Quartz is wonderful at amplifying energy, and so it will help me get a really good feel about where your energy is and what it needs, okay? So I'm going to start swinging this just a little. I'd like you to watch it if you can, alright? Just watch it with your eyes. You don't have to try too hard. Just watch it gently as it swings, as you can see it. Good, good. Try not to get distracted, just keep watching that pendulum, alright? As often as you can. Okay. watching the pendulum. Alright, good. Now I'm going to make it swing in a circle. So it might be a little stranger to watch. Try to just keep your eye on that, okay? Definitely sensing some imbalance. It's perfectly normal, really. Especially if you haven't had your energy cleansed or taken care of in a while. It's okay. We'll get everything sorted as much as we can. And then tomorrow you can be on your way. When the sun is out and the storm is gone. Okay. Good, I'm going to bring this just right above your head, right at the crown, okay? I see. Definitely some imbalance there. Perhaps you've been feeling a bit of confusion, feeling a bit stuck or frustrated, like you're not sure which way to go. Lacking direction. Not just from getting lost on the mountain. I see. Alright. Well, we can add in a bit of energy healing as well. I don't just treat the skin here. I treat the soul too. Okay. I think I've got a pretty good idea of what you might need, okay? I'm going to mix up a lovely little hydrating treatment for you. I'm going to use my frost flower bowl here. It's a lovely vessel with a very gentle energy. It will be the perfect place to make a lovely, nourishing and healing skin treatment. That will also touch the soul. Let's see, first up. Where did you go? Ah, there you are. Here we are. The first lovely ingredient is some midnight oil. Now, it doesn't look like much. Sometimes the darkness of the night and the darkness of winter can feel absolute, can feel almost deafening, stifling, a bit scary if you cannot see anything in it. But things are not always as they seem, are they? Midnight is the perfect time to see the beauty of the stars around us. Midnight oil is an excellent example of always being able to find the light around us, even in the midst of the darkest night. This ingredient is deeply soothing, like the perfect stillness of a winter night. Here we are. I'll use some of this beautiful oil for the bees. There, good. Want you or do I want... No, I think we better go with frost flowers. Let's see. There you are. Pretty little thing. Next up, I'll use one of these. These are beautiful little frost roses. Just the little buds. They're sweeter when you harvest them when they're smaller. Frost rose is a very interesting flower because it only grows in the dark and cold months, unlike most of its sisters. It's delicate but also somehow very resilient at the same time. It's a bit of an anomaly, but a beautiful little flower. As a skin treatment, it is very nourishing, healing, and restoring. We'll use one of these two, shall we? Here we go. Just crush up those petals a bit there. Excellent. Let's see, next up. I know what we need. Oh, that's a pretty little thing, isn't it? Now these little bits are called glimmer mist. They look a bit like glass or like ice, but they actually dissolve in liquid. They're made from collecting the first little bits of sunlight on a morning mist in the mountains. It's quite a complicated process actually, but worth it for such a beautiful ingredient. Now, these in your treatment will help to add just a tiny bit of luminance, of glow, of colour back to the skin in the midst of winter. It can help to restore energy too a little bit. It's quite lovely. We'll add a nice little spoonful of that, shall we? There we are. Everyone can use a little bit of glimmer mist now and then. Now, what sort of soothing treatment would it be if we didn't add a bit of lavender too? Now, this is a very special kind of lavender. This one is only grown in the highest altitudes, where most other types of lavender would not be able to flourish. It's a bit hardier that way, and it still has a very gentle, soothing, calming energy to it. It can help to soothe redness in the skin and also soothe the soul, of course. But because this one is even a bit hardier than your normal lavender, it adds a bit of extra protection, a bit of resilience. Everyone needs that a bit now and then too, don't we? There we go. I think one more scoopful, I think. There we go. Perfect. There we are. Now we're just going to make all of those ingredients into a nice little paste, like a cream or a mask. It will sit on the skin and give you some lovely, deeply nourishing treatment. for the skin and hopefully for the mind as well. Good. Lovely consistency there. Nice and smooth. Alright, now I'm just going to apply this with my hands if that's alright with you. And then we'll use another little tool. Give a lovely little massage. Make sure that it really does its thing. Here we go. There. We really get that all over the face there. Offer some lovely protection from that cold winter air. Some gentle restoration. Good, good, good. Now, if you would like, I have another little tool that I can use to help soothe the skin even more. These are some of my favorite tools to use in the winter. These are called Aurora glass. You see, the glass holds a little bit of the northern lights captured in liquid form through some magic and patience. These are wonderful to calm the skin and the mind. The gentle rolling motion can help to increase the flow of blood under the skin as well as the flow of energy. If you're feeling anything is just stuck, perhaps just needs a little extra attention, these are a wonderful tool to use. So, I'm just going to use this and roll them gently around your skin, alright? It will help to work in that lovely hydrating treatment that will also help to soothe the skin even more. Okay. Just rolling around your skin. Yes, they're quite soothing, aren't they? Lovely little tool for calming the mind and the skin, of course. Alright, well, I think hydrating treatment has soaked in very nicely. Your skin is looking lovely and nourished. That's wonderful. Although, before you go, especially because you've got a bit of a journey ahead of you tomorrow, perhaps I could offer you a bit of an elixir to just create a bit more of a protection, a barrier between your skin and the cold. Okay. Now, this is the one. Here we go. Here we are. Not a very big bottle, I know. It's because it's very powerful. You never need very much. This is my Hearthglow Elixir. It's a wonderful mixture of protective and warming ingredients that will help to keep the warmth in your skin even through the darkest, coldest nights. The long nights can be a bit challenging for some people, I understand. The darkness feels never-ending some nights. But this will help to add just a little touch of warmth to your skin and hopefully to your soul as well. Alright, I'm just going to come and put one little drop on each cheek, okay? There we go. Told you it's not very much. There we are. And then one on the forehead. One on the nose. And then one on your chin. There. That's all we need. I'm just going to rub that in very gently, okay? There. Yes, it has an almost instant effect, doesn't it? That gentle warming. Some people also do find that it makes them rather sleepy. But it will last for quite a while, well into your journey tomorrow, and into the next few days as well. It will form a wonderful barrier of protection and warmth wherever your travels might take you, even if they are halfway across the mountain. It's alright. This will just help to lock in those other treatments that we did and shield you from the cold. There. But it is also very relaxing when you first put it on, isn't it? Yes, I understand. Well, here at Birch Hollow we've got all kinds of very soft and cozy fluffy beds, so that after your treatment you can rest as nature intended. So why don't we go pick out a bed for you, and you can rest here, safe and warm and protected, and journey on tomorrow feeling a bit more refreshed, eh? Thank you, little friend. Well, I know that it was a bit unfortunate that you got so very lost out there in the storm, but at least you found your way here. We're always happy to help you recharge, relax, rest, and be on your way feeling a bit more protected. Alright, now let's go get you some nice restorative sleep. That's another one of our specialties here at Birch Hollow. And I'll see you in the